Hey love, I know what you're thinking. Is this really worth it? So let's take a quick peek inside before the Vault 2.0 closes forever in just a few days.
It makes me want to cry, but I want to create what also has not been in my family field, which is owning land.
I know nothing about how to invest my money, but I have run a multi-million-dollar business. Isn't that so wild?
I work with a lot of coaches and they come to me and they go, yeah, like why can't I just not have a website and Instagram? I'll just have conversations. And I tell them that worked really well 7 years ago.
Her husband went into cardiac arrest on the floor in their house. And as she was giving him CPR, she was like, holy shit, I don't know anything. I don't know how to get into the bank account. I don't know if we have an insurance policy. I don't know what the account login is.
My very first post on Instagram says I just woke up from a 3-day bender. It was literally the day of, and I was like, I know there's more for me. I don't know, I'm getting emotional.
To open up an LLC, it takes a few minutes to do that on a site like LegalZoom. There are agencies who will charge you hundreds or thousands of dollars, but you can do it for $50.
You nailed it in the sense that unless women have the power and the agency with money and feel comfortable to have money, to earn money, to spend money, to keep money, I think we wouldn't be in the situation that we are right now.
Most of us have this disease that I call money dysmorphia. It's a distorted view that we have of our financial reality, inherited from past generations.
87% of investors in real estate are successful and turn a profit with real estate. It doesn't need a college degree. You don't need an education. It's not rocket science. And it's one of the oldest and most tested and most well thought out investment strategies.
What is the existential value of this invention? Why did we draw and call this here? And we will not master it by running from it. Ignorance has never been a protector.
I am no longer waiting for other people to come tell me when I can work. Not only is that the best thing that I could ever do for myself and my family, but it also has an incredibly high ROI. So I want to show you how we're going to get to this.
Look at how much eggs are. $10. Used to be $3. This is what's happening to our dollar. It's becoming worth less and less, which is going to lead us to financial collapse.
When they saw their plan, it required for them to take that bird's eye view versus being the snake on the ground and just kind of focusing on the moment to moment and kind of pan out and be like, oh, I see the whole timeline laid out. Oh my God, it's actually going to work out. It has a happy ending.
I was 16, my brother was 14. He gave us each $3,000 where he said, you can choose what to do with this. You can either invest it in the stock market and open a portfolio and I'll show you how to do it. Or you can have it in your hand and you're in charge. My brother was like, stock portfolio, please. And I was like, cash, please. And I spent the money buying booze. And I look back at that now, it's like, wow, I wonder why I didn't have the interest, if it's just a personality thing. But then I also remember my dad talking to my brother about those things growing up in a different way.
Which freed up almost $3,000 a month that we were able to help her then invest and put towards her actual goals and dreams. And that's the power of solution and resources that are available, right? But if we're just enshrouded in shame and, oh, I'm never going to get ahead, we'll never be able to see those resources that exist.
This is an image that I struggled to create. It actually took me over an hour for something in Midjourney, which creates instant images.
I wonder how other people do it so effortlessly.
How the fuck do other people do it so effortlessly?
It seems so much harder for me.
It seems so much harder for me.
Maybe they're luckier.
Maybe they're just luckier.
Or maybe they have better emotional management than I do, so they have a clearer mind and a more peaceful heart.
Or maybe they just have better emotional management.
I was making a good salary as a midwife in the system, but that wasn't enough. I was never going to get out of the trouble I was in. It was making me sick, burned out, constantly dysregulated. And for me, at some point, I had a big enlightenment. I was like, fuck that. Fuck you all. I'm going to do me. Check me go.